just be ready, please.
Ready to run. Just holding them up.
Try and get these back. Go.
Light continues to flicker.
Everyone just sit quietly, please. Got him. Okay, take that Velcro off, mate.
Field seems to be okay.
Clear!
Racing now. Havana was slowly away in the first to jump deep out to Reno. Geiger Gem Orange Strudel with Aldelar gathering momentum shortly afterwards. Calabria Joe Park just behind those, and then Paradise Square going up to sit outside Keeper's Tail, being followed by Klondike Kenny. Havana are now tailing right out as Take It Like a Man. Settling at the 800, and Torino was able to move up and grab the lead about 3/4, but he's one off the fence, and booting up underneath him Geiger Gem. Third is Aldelar. Calabria Joe fourth as they head by the 600, and 3/4 Orange Strudel. Paradise Square caught a little wide. Klondike Kenny down on the inside next of all, coming to the home corner, and then Keeper's Tail splitting horses. 2 lengths Havana and Take It Like a Man a clear last. Around the bend though, and Geiger Gem kicks up now to almost get on level terms with Torino at the top of the straight, and Hill makes his move with Aldelar. Calabria Joe behind them. Klondike Kenny is starting to rush home down on the inside, and Orange Strudel and Paradise Square Keeper's Tail at the 100 though, and Aldelar got his head in front. Torino fights back. It's Torino, Aldelar. Torino kicks, and Torino wins the last over Aldelar. Paradise Square might be third, just in front of Geiger Gem. Klondike Kenny, Calabria Joe, Keeper's Tail, and right behind them Orange Strudel. Take It Like a Man was next in, and then deep out Havana amongst the last of them home. Well, he presented terrific in the yard, Torino. Molly Clark kicked it out of the gates, couldn't quite cross and find the fence. Geiger Gem just had him posted there, but was still equal to the occasion. When the challenge came from Aldelar, Torino found plenty and gets home number 3. They had a little go, some punters there at the 14s into 9s before jumping officially on the WAP $11 from Aldelar. Paradise Square will be third, and maybe Klondike Kenny over on the inside in 4th placing. 13.83.70, 2:31.40 there, and a good result here for trainer Steele Casey and Molly Clark as well, with the Shinzig gelding to take out the final race for the day. Part owned by Billy Biggs, along with Steele Casey, R. Smith and K. O'Connor, and he's now got 12 wins on the board. Torino, a widely travelled galloper to say the least. He's seen more of WA than most, and he was turned out an absolute picture today by Steele Casey and has run accordingly. Number 11, Aldelar, second home by Dick Turpin, trained by Phil McLeod, ridden by Ryan Hill, and Paradise Square by Planet 5 from Madame Chanel, Lindsay Smith and Mitch Pateman there in 3rd placing. Klondike Kenny, who'd found that rails run, has weighed in 4th. It's a neck, a length and a half a long head in a time of 1:11.19, 35.12 the last 600 metres, and it's thumbs up from Steele Casey after a gritty win here by Torino in the last, Gareth.
Thank you very much for that, Darren. Yes, Torino, that was a tough victory on pace, which we haven't seen too much of that today, and he just didn't want Aldelar to go past him.
No, he didn't. Not taking anything away from the horse, but he probably thought he was going to get beat, and the way the race was running, yeah, he got through and there was nothing there to beat him, so, yeah.
Were you disappointed with him on Saturday? And that's why you've done the 4-day backup, or was it always the plan?
It was always the plan, but I was expecting him to run a bold race on Saturday, and but he just didn't try a bit. Molly reckons he doesn't like being on the fence. Obviously, like if he leads and goes to the fence, he's all right, but just being bailed in there. But yeah, no, I don't know what to say. I'm over the moon.
But today, as you said before the race, you were really happy with him, just with the way that he was acting, and looked like he was feeling pretty good in the yard anyway.
Yeah, well, he just had that bit of fight about him today. Like I've been bringing him to the races, he just stands in the stalls very quiet. But today he was kicking the back, and yeah, he almost got loose 2 or 3 times, and I thought we're on the money today.
He's back in the good books. Give him a pat. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
He's done a wonderful job still, Casey, with Torino. That horse has run some really good races under his care. And Brittany, it's great to see such a young talent kicking so many goals like Steele Casey at the moment. We need young talent in this game and to attract new owners, and he represents himself really well. He's done an apprenticeship behind 2 of our best trainers. Well, his dad's a very good trainer, and Sean Casey and then Adam Durant and also Grant and Alana Williams. So he's done a pretty handy apprenticeship.
That's right. When you work under those fine trainers, you're able to pick up a thing or two, and clearly he's putting it to good use. And combining there with partner Molly is beautiful to see Torino win the last here. But as Steele pointed out, on Saturday, we've said before that it was a fast run race. It was obviously a much better rated race than what today is. But he just seemed to hang out. He did things wrong that day, but today he didn't do any of that. He was much better today, but clearly it's just a horse that doesn't necessarily like being cluttered away on the rail, whereas today he had that space. Although Fiona Bell wasn't letting Molly Clark cross to the fence, so she had to do it the tough way, but to Torino's credit, he just kept fighting.
And 2 starts back, he nearly led all of the way at Bunbury, and then 4 starts back when he led all of the way, he was only beat just over 2 lengths behind Beat the Devil. So he loves to be out in open space, and today he was just too tough.
He was. I've got Molly Clark here. Molly, is that the key with this horse? He just needs a little bit of room when you compare Saturday's run to today?
Yeah, definitely. On Saturday, he just sort of chucked a bit of a sad when he had to be on the rail and he wanted to hang out and get on the wrong leg and stuff. But today, he sort of likes to run a hard race, and you can find at the end as well, so I think that's the key for him.
Your intentions were clear from the outset. You had the outside gate, but you were clear to hunt him, hoping to find the rail, just weren't quite able to get across?
Yeah, definitely. I was a bit worried when I was doing the form. I thought there was a few inside horses that would probably keep me out. But he jumped clear, and like I said, he just likes to go hard, and he got the job done.
You must be very proud of him today, and a nice win for you and Steele.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Congratulations, Molly.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you to Brittany Taylor and Molly Clark, and that wraps up a handy enough day's racing here. I think Brittany's about to join us once again, but there were plenty of highlights. I thought Creative Hero was extremely good in the second last there for Grant and Alana Williams and Willie Pike.
Yeah, tough day for the punters, but good.